we begin our summer travel, departing the lovely Florida Gulf Coast, heading north into great state of Georgia. Here we make several stops at unique and interesting locations. Amongst these is an RV and golf park where you can practically step out of your RV onto the first tee. Next, we head to Augusta, home of the fabled Masters. Lastly, we take in the stunningly beautiful Georgia Mountain Fair RV Park. To add a bit of suspense to our road trip, we make a panic stop at a very low overhead bridge. Crossing the bridge that takes us from Destin into Niceville, I'm a bit melancholy, knowing that we are departing a place that we've enjoyed for many months. However, on the flip side, I'm also excited because we have so many wonderful places that we plan to visit this year. Leaving Florida and crossing into Georgia, we make our first stop at a very unique RV park in Ashburn, Georgia. The Wanee Lake and RV Park is a golf course that is built around an RV park. We have never seen this before, and we quickly set up and begin to explore the park. After setting up, we take a stroll around the park to explore what's here. I wasn't sure what we'd find here, as we are not golfers, and we are pleasantly surprised at the welcoming acceptance we get from the people who are golfing. From the back window of RV Tux, we can look out onto the first tee, and this is where we begin to walk around the course. Should note that if you two decide to visit here, arrive prepared knowing that the park is rather remote. The town of Ashburn hosts the nearest gas and groceries, and it is about 5 miles to the north. There is a restaurant of sorts on the site, Fire Ant Cafe, although during our visit that was closed due to a lack of help. This could be one of the coolest golf carts I've ever seen. I believe we have one of the nicest spots in the entire park. A statue erected to fire ants is a reference to the namesake cafe contained within, but it is also a tongue-in-cheek honor to the original invasive species that overwhelmed the South, the second invasion being the plant kudzu.
So terrifying, so hideous.
If you've ever been bitten by fire ants, you'll understand the inspiration for this movie. The 1954 movie changed how monster movies were portrayed hereafter, presenting monsters as suspenseful and dramatic. Departing Ashburn, we head to Augusta, but before long we come across an immovable object, bringing us to a complete and sudden stop. Up ahead we see a bridge, an old train bridge, a very low train bridge.
What do you think? Should we stop here? Yes! Alrighty.
Fortunately, I realize we have not measured the distance from the top of the RV to the ground when it is sitting on the truck. So while the manufacturer specs are 13 feet and 6 inches for our new RV, we don't know for sure that's how tall we are. There is an acronym, when in doubt, in the trucking industry, GOAL, G-O-A-L, which stands for when in doubt, get out and look. This is exactly what we do. We stop and get out and look. The sign says the distance between the road and the bridge is 14 feet and an inch. That is way too close without knowing for sure. So we stop. Patty steps to the side and sends traffic around us, and then we creep forward. I'm riding the brake and Patty is watching from the outside. Going slow also keeps the bouncing down to a minimum, avoiding and lowering our risk. Upon safely reaching the other side, we vow to measure the distance from the top of the front AC unit to the ground when the RV is sitting on the truck. Nope. As of today, we still haven't done that. So, before leaving here, we will.
Okay, take off, Muggsy.
Augusta, established in 1736, like Savannah, Georgia, is a window into the Old South, offering charm, southern courtesy, and politeness. It is not surprising, then, that the famous Masters National arose here and is cloaked in southern traditions. The Masters is conducted in the first week of April, coinciding with the blooming of azaleas, dogwood, and cherry trees. It is a great time to visit the area. Getting onto the course and or visiting the pro shop requires being a member or being invited. We are neither, so we explore other highlights in the area, beginning with the Finizzi Swamp Nature Park, where we take in the trails. Our arrival is timed a few short days after tornadoes hit the area. These storms were on top of another major hurricane, Helen, that hit here last fall. The resulting damage is seen through the area, which many trees remain toppled or damaged. But this is a good spot to kind of show, even way up here, you've got all the damage from the storm. All the trees down still that have been cut up. Right, that's the bridge we can't cross because it's not safe. People. As one might suspect visiting here, Augusta has an interesting history. In the mid-1800s, Augusta became the second largest inland cotton market during the King Cotton era, bringing with it much wealth to the region. Arising from this wealth were many historic neighborhoods, of which several remain to this day. I mean, that makes a lot of sense, because if they go fast, it's just a lot more vibration on that thing. Augusta also served as the state capital of Georgia from 1785 until 1795. Of the many historically significant homes and buildings, two of the most important are the Cotton Exchange, established in 1872, and the boyhood home of Woodrow Wilson. Another point of interest, highlight in the area, is to take a walk along the Savannah River. We are just a bit early during a visit, but during peak bloom, the walkway is resplendent in blooms. Our stay at the Heritage RV Park, which is the desirable park for those visiting during the Masters, is now at an end. Even with clearly open lanes to depart, we continue to follow our standard departure practice of having Patty stand outside and communicating to me via phone while she oversees that we stay well clear of any obstacles. Leaving Augusta, we make one quick stop in Atlanta to update some of the RV's electrical capabilities, including adding additional solar, increasing our battery bank, and installing a 5,000 watt inverter. In an effort to keep this video a reasonable length, we cover these upgrades within a subsequent video.
Through open current and voltage. Now it's a little cloudy, so it won't hit its peak numbers.
I don't know what it spells. ALP, Alpine, Helen, Georgia.
It probably says Helen. As we make our way to our next campground, located in the North Georgia Mountains, we pass through the town of Helen, a town that describes itself as offering Bavarian charm in the heart of the Blue Ridge Mountains, a town that is well known to the Georgia locals as a place offering a fun-filled weekend escape. To us, some of the best hiking in Georgia is nearby in several segments of the famous Appalachian Trail. Our final stop in Georgia is at the Georgia Mountain Fair Campground. This multifunction 168-acre complex sits at the very northern edge of the Georgia-Tennessee border, with the state line being a mere mile and a half away from the entrance. Checking into the campground can be a bit confusing to the unfamiliar, as the campground is split into multiple sections, including several locations on both sides of the frontage road. The correct way to enter, if heading west on Route 76, you turn right into the main fairground road. Stop before reaching the wooden entryway extending over the road. Look for the sign on your left announcing Campers Check In Here. This is where you stop. Locate the building adjacent to the sign, and across the parking lot, this is where you check in. After checking in, study the park map carefully. This is a large park with a lot of activities branching off the main road. We ended up circling around the campground a couple of times before we found our spot and got our truck properly positioned, pointing in the right direction to allow us to back into our site. Once we settle in, we relax and begin watching the many different birds that make this area their home. We immediately spy a really beautiful red-headed woodpecker who's made a home out of a partially rotten old light pole. I am always drawn to crows and ravens, which are incredibly intelligent birds. We have had several interesting interactions with them over the years. Here, we try to entice one to befriend us, but he's not at all impressed by our stale cereal. After a quick bite, we venture a bit further out and are blown away by the beauty we find here. The bounty of dogwoods and azaleas and rhododendrons are at or very near their peak foliage.
Get a good picture, hon. Did you get a good picture? Don't know. Subscribe to our channel and you'll see if it's good or not.
Here's our shot. What do you think? Continue to explore. We come across a set of curated trails that weave throughout a treasure trove of flowering plants. We later learn we have stumbled into the Hamilton Gardens. We have timed our visit here, the first week of April, very well, as the color is amazing. The daytime temperatures are warm and the nights cool. This park features an abundance of nature, beyond camping, adding in the many other activities offered here, from boating and fishing, the concerts, the yearly fair, the Hamilton Gardens. One could easily, repeatedly visit here and still find new things to do. The Hamilton Gardens is the largest garden of native azalea and rhododendrons in the southeast, with more than 400 varieties of rhododendron and 3,000 plants in total. The gardens began through the efforts of Fred Hamilton in his desire to preserve the extensive collection of plants he and his wife had accumulated over many years.
Hello, how are you? Doing well. We can still buy plants?
Oh, absolutely. Come on down. Absolutely.
Oh, does it?
Yeah, we were royalty.
We pay in Confederate, though.
That's fine. We're the South now, boy. We can do that.
In 1981, the Hamiltons donated over 1,000 cultivars, representing most of the plants from their two properties. Fred went beyond donating, though, and he personally transplanted each to the location where they are found today. The gardens formally opened the following year.
Either of those are probably the best.
This
Aren't those Piercy Weissmans the best?
Oh.
Yes.
I love them. Now, if there
Never seen this.
Okay, well, I have to give you a lecture on them.
Okay,
really
please
quick.
do.
My name's Catherine. I'm the director up here, and this is what I do.
This is absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
I'm glad you're showing up because everything is so healthy.
We try.
What do you do? What do you put on them to keep them healthy?
You know, we are big Hollytone fans. In fact, if you go behind my shade house, I've got pallets of the giant professional size Hollytone. We use it on everything. Now you have to realize we had a drought last summer. They were stressed out bad. I've lost a ton of rhodies. This winter was a record cold winter for us. You
Yeah,
know
it
that,
was really
right?
bad. Yeah,
It's
snow
a
and
record
everything.
here
Yeah.
in North Georgia. Not a lot of snow, but just freezing cold temperatures for extended periods, which these hybridized ones can't take.
Right.
You know, I always say hug a house or something with them because
Yeah.
these are not the ones you find in the Himalayas or out in the wild here.
Yeah.
These are hybridized and they can't. We're really at the cutoff zone for them right here, like a 7B right in there.
Yeah.
And that's why Fred started this. He lived in Atlanta,
Right.
raised all these guys up. And
He
said,
found the perfect place for it.
yeah,
It's
he
absolutely
did.
gorgeous.
He did. They're starting to get old and die off, unfortunately.
There's a few of them we noticed.
Yeah, it's really sad, but these are
That's sad.
hybridized. They have a 50 to 60 year lifespan. Some of these are on 80 years because he ball and burlapped them from his property. So
Really?
they're already 20 years old when they got here. So long story short, we try our best. Thank you for noticing. I am one person. This is an all volunteer crew up here.
Really?
I'm the only employee here that gets an actual payroll check. Everyone else you see up here is a volunteer.
All right.
So we do.
So they're all on Social Security, huh?
They're Don and his wife Gail. There you go. But we love them. But these are gorgeous. If there was a dwarf, which there is no such thing as a dwarf rhododendron, these two are it because they grow. We're about the same age. I'm in my mid 60s here. We will not see these come to fruition unless we live another 50 years. Okay?
Oh, wow.
Because these grow very slowly and do not get real big, okay? 4 feet maximum. Some of the signs will say 5, but that's kind of a lie.
So that's why you can put them near a house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you want to use them as an understory accent plant.
Yeah.
They need more sun than most people think they will.
Yeah.
Like many fairs, the Georgia Mountain Fair started small, beginning in 1950 as a project of the Towns County Lions Club. Initially held at the local high school, it was a 3-day agricultural event. Since then, the event evolved and increased in scope and size until it was formally established as the Georgia Mountain Fair in 1978. Today, the fairgrounds host multiple events in addition to the main fair throughout the year. There is also the Fall Festival, the Fiddlers Convention, and, not surprisingly, the Moonshine Cruising, as well as multiple concerts. The event, which is occurring during our visit, is a flea market with multiple vendors selling new and used items. The grounds themselves are a complex of rustic buildings. Those located near the front gate are used by vendors to hawk their wares. In addition, there is also an historic pioneer village within the fair. These much older buildings include many structures from the region that date back to the earlier 1900s. Should you want to, you can even send mail from the on-site Presley Post Office. The one-room wooden structure is the last remaining county post office. Yeah, I know. It is. It's amazing. How old do you think that thing is?
I don't know.
150?
Maybe. Look at that, girl. Yeah. Woo. Look at that.
Yeah.
Just so pretty.
I have a hard time telling the difference between the azaleas and the rhododendrons when they're all small. But those are azaleas, yeah, absolutely.
Uphill.
I wonder how accurate that is.
No idea.
Chickasaw, Oklahoma, 959 miles. Watch your head. They have the most gorgeous red maples here. Look at the color on that.
Same color as the building.
Yeah, I bet you when the sun hits it, that just glows. Anderson and Paris. 11. I think she said he's the guy that put the gardens up. This one looks newer.
Oh no, which one? Yeah.
The wood looks newer. There's the water wheel. Oh, that's cool. You gotta pump it up, but that's pretty cool. I bet you get a little mist off that. That's so darn big. None of them look like you're gonna make anything. It's probably the best buy in the place.
$4.
There we go. That's about Well, now we've seen it.
Try that.
Thank you, you too. We are very appreciative that you have taken the time to watch our video. Please feel free to reach out to us either through our YouTube channel or through our website found at CanonPattiesTravels.com. We do hope you liked the video. In any case, we do appreciate your feedback. If you did like the video, please hit the like button, and we'd really hope that you choose to subscribe to our channel. Your feedback motivates me to put up more of these videos. Speaking of future videos, I will be putting out a video showing our solar panel installation as well as the next steps we take to reach our friends in the state of Michigan. Thank you again and have a happy New Year.